So I says, yo, haha, it's all in the words.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, I woke up after a nice, relaxing nap. And I was like, man, I got things that I gotta do. And so, one of the things I did was went and checked on my Second Life avatar. And I found a nice, detailed message. It was such a good message that I had to reply. So, let me share with you this message that I'm talking about. So the first thing I did is I read the message, and it goes like this. Forgive me, I am all up in your profile. I was trying to look and see who is the DJ, and so I saw a DJ and was like, let me see if he's really a DJ or is that just his name. Anywho, to make a long story short, your profile is the best I've ever seen. I've been here 13 years and seen and did a lot. I felt all that was saying, all that my profile was saying, just wanted to share that with you. Sorry to disturb you. And so I instantly got, what do you call it, I started blushing, you know what I mean? Because, well, I'll tell you. Alright, so my response, I had to use Grammarly to rewrite it and to shorten it up because what I said was fucking long, basically real detailed. And, like usual, I was running over my thoughts with other thoughts. But this is what my response is. Hi, how are you? I woke up to your message and my day has gotten better. Thanks for the time you took to write me. I've rewritten my bio many times because I'm always looking to improve it. I enjoy reading other profiles as well, appreciating a good narrative. Huh? I enjoy reading other profiles as well as appreciating a good narrative. Since I started my second life, I've focused on presenting myself attractively, using my avatar and profile as icebreakers since I don't talk much. I am I aim to avoid stereotypes with my conversation starters. I want my dialogue to be meaningful. First appearances matter, and my avatar and profile are what initiate conversations. I appreciate when people use these elements instead of just blurting out random words. Second Life offers endless activities and ways to express myself. It's similar to real life, where growth is important, which is why I've revised my profile so often. I love to invite you to be the first guest on my new podcast. What do you think? Okay, and then I sent her a friend request, and then I also inserted if no, we can keep in touch still. And then I started with this video. Now, this is what my profile reads. As a check mark on being here for fun, like here for fun, a check mark for single for life, a check mark for hetero and not interested, a check mark for poet and a DJ, a check mark for Virgo, social butterfly, and hermit. I need to take that slash out of there. It also says, I try to keep in touch. I'm an AFK mostly. I'm not good company all the time. Don't friend me if you're going to spam me. And then I left my Instagram link. So let me explain to you and let me break down what this means. And I have revised my profile so many times throughout the years. I've been on here for 14 years. I started in 2012. Oh shit, I just had an anniversary this month. When I say that, it's because a lot of people have res day, days that they resed in on Second Life. It's like a birthday for the avatar, and they have a birthday every year. You know what I mean? Birthdays to me is not important like that in real life either. So here it is, here for fun. Now I've had to explain my motives about being here on Second Life so many times through so many conversations because I didn't want anybody to get the wrong understanding. Same thing about being single for life. Being single for life is because, being here for fun is to let people know that I'm not here to take things serious. I'm not here to take things serious. I'm just here for some fun. I read a lot of the profiles and there's a lot of people that have explained, their motives of being here for being here. And they've said it in so many words. And I just wanted my profile to break down into something simple and all into one box. Meaning I didn't want anybody to have to scroll down. So single for life means that I'm not going to get into any relationships while I'm in Second Life. Like boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage. In marriages. I've done that, been there, and I've had fun, and I gotten what I wanted to get out of the experiences. Same thing with real life. You know what I'm saying? Being here for fun. is the same way that I feel about real life too. And I say that because I'm 50 and I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of serious moments and I'm still having fun and going through a lot of serious moments. So whenever I do leave this shell, leave this being, this plane of life, I should be satisfied. Only thing that I don't like, I really don't like, is that I don't have a time machine. If I had a time machine, man, I'd live forever. I really would. I'm about to divert this conversation to one simple thing. And if you want to hear more, let me know and I'll do a complete video about it. But if I had a superpower, my superpower would be I would have the ability to have what I want without any consequences. Okay, so anyway, back to this profile. I also put on here that I'm heterosexual, and I'm not interested in any other sexes. That's what that means. That's what it's supposed to mean. And a person should be able to pick up on that whenever they read it. And I say that is because there's all kind of people with sexual preferences that's on Second Life. And I've met several of them. And I had to explain to them that, hey, we could keep in touch, but, I'm not, I'm a heterosexual. You know what I mean? And it's awkward to have to say that so much. And so, I also put on here that I'm a poet and a DJ. And I could put on there amongst many other things because I have dabbled in so many other type of job titles. And if you want to know more about that, then let me know and I could do a video about that. And if you want to know more about, my experiences dealing with people with different sexual preferences, let me know. And I could do a video about that. I could do a video about relationships, my experiences with relationships. I also want people to know that I'm a social butterfly and I'm a hermit. And, basically these things are like icebreakers. If a person wanted to know more about it, they could easily be like, I read your profile and I too am like this, or why are you like this or like that? So yeah, I wanted to do something while I was waiting on that conversation with my family to end. And I went ahead and took the slash out of social butterfly and hermit. I usually say social butterfly / hermit. I mean, that means that at times I'm social butterfly. I like to gab and shoot the shit with people. And then there's times that, I'm to myself and, I'm on that hermit shit. So all these are icebreakers. You know what I mean? And that's what these profiles are for. It's like when you first see a person's avatar, you look and you're like, hey, they got a nice looking avatar. I wonder where their head is at. And so their profile lets you know where their head is at. It lets you know what they want us to know. There's people that have a simple sentence in their profile. It says something like something on the lines of, "So are you I fucking me?" That's the way I'm thinking. You know what I mean? But they say it in so many colorful ways. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's an icebreaker. It is. So anyway, the rest of my profile goes like this. I try to keep in touch. I'm AFK mostly. I'm not good company all the time. Don't friend me if you're going to spam me. So that means when I try to keep in touch with people, I'll go through once or twice a month and I'll write everybody a message. Hi, how you doing? This is what I've been doing lately. What have you been doing lately? Basically. Sometimes I go to a little bit more detail. And there's a lot of people that don't respond back. And I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. And so I've removed people from my friend list because of that. I'll give them 3-4 months. I'll give them a year. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually I'll start deleting people. I gotta do that again. You know, clean out my friend list. But then this other part says, I'm AFK mostly. And it's because AFK means away from keyboard. And I am. It's like right now I got my avatar sitting in a chair while I'm at the club. And this is a wearable object. You got some objects that you can wear, you know, on your avatar. And it doesn't take up, let me put it like this. Whenever you have objects and you want them to be seen in world, you know, like sitting next to you, or, you know, like everything that is at this club, the creator resed it, resolved, res. It's not res like to have a congeniality to approach people and spit some good game, you know, attract people with your words. It's not riz, it's res. Like I need to bring something out of my inventory and put it in world so I can either use it or so other people can use it. So everything that you see was in somebody's inventory at one point in time, and they took it out and they put it on this land so other people can, you know, could use it, could see it too. And so when you do that, you take up space on some property. And every piece of property that you get on Second Life, it comes with a certain amount of prims that you're allowed to use. And so everybody that gets property are only allowed a certain amount of objects that they can use on that property. And there are certain ways that you can lock prims together. Fallout. Which movie? Which movie? Twisted Metal is a game called Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is a game.
Which one did it resemble? I think you already know it's a separate game.
I don't think you knew that.
Well,
See, I was trying to help you have an accurate conversation. That's what he means about thinking about things and asking questions. He's talking to somebody, giving them information, and he wants to give them the right information. He asked you so that way you could help him give this other person some good information, and you didn't allow him to do that all the way. He's a detailed conversation person.
you want me to call back?
Tori, it's too late for that. It's like he always tell you. You know, that's why he gets mad, because you're like, I'll do it next time. He gets mad at that because you had that first time to get it right. Now if somebody fact checks and comes back and be like, oh, you was wrong, then he's going to be like, well, shit. I asked Tori to help me out. Then he's going to be like, okay, now we're back to this thing where he can't depend on you. And what he gets mad about when it comes down to that. I'm just saying this because you're willing to walk away and just be like, oh, well. And you should know your dad by now to know that if he's asking you for information, you need to stop for a second to think of all the details. And that way you can give him as many details as you can. And in a quick way towards not wasting his time. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Are you going to assert yourself next time? Okay, so as an uncle, I have to try to help my niece so that way as she's trying to navigate through this mad world we live in, she won't piss people off. I can leave my avatar here. I'm over here by the DJ stand. I was on the other side. Now I'm on this side. And it's okay. I can chill here. It's like a perfect place anyway. So anyway, this is why my videos be so long. So anyway, this chair. Whenever you buy things, you can buy some things that you can wear on your avatar. It's like we wear these clothes. And so there's an option to add an item onto your avatar, and there's an option to just wear. And when you wear things, you may not be able to overlap it. It's like if you wear things, you're wearing it on like the torso or the arm or the leg or the foot. And when you do that, you can only wear one or two things in that body section, to where if you add it, then you can overlap items. Hope that makes sense. So this chair was an item that I added on to my avatar to allow me to sit on it on somebody else's property without taking up any of their object space. All right. Now, look. If you want some more details about prims and object space and the way that they affect your surroundings, then let me know and I'll do a video about it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to break this video down. Okay, so anyway, so when I'm AFK, I put myself in a position to where I could be seen, because the object of having an avatar is to be seen, to let your avatar, in my opinion, represent who you are. And I'm on Second Life, and I'm paying to be on here, basically. So I want my avatar to be seen, especially if I'm going to be logged in anyway. And I go out and I buy clothes, you know what I'm saying? So I take the time to match my clothes and to look decent, just like in real life, you know what I mean? So anyway, when I'm AFK, I can either be standing up, I could be dancing in one spot like Miss B. She's dancing in one spot. She's also a club manager, so she's set herself in front of the DJ board to let people know that if you want a DJ, then she's the manager, and hit her up for more information. Okay? And that's basically what's in her profile. So if that tells you something, then I ought to let you know that the little details matter. And so if I put I am AFK mostly, then that explains why whenever they hit my box, that I'm not, responding really fast. It says I'm not good for company. I'm not good company at all times. And that's because I don't talk a lot. Even when, when I'm logged in, I might say hi, hello, how are you? But other than that, I run out of conversation. Unless there's something stimulating the conversation. And when it comes down to being on Second Life, we come here to hang out with other people. A lot of the times. So I don't want somebody to get their hopes up high. You know what I mean? They might like my avatar, they might like my conversation, and they might want to hang out, go traveling, go play games, board games, a lot of other things that we do on Second Life. And I'm just letting them know right off the bat, that's not me. And then it says, don't friend me if you're going to spam me. Out of the years, people have sent me friend requests, and these people are like DJs. They're like hosts for DJs or hosts for a club or any other kind of event. And their job is to get people to come to that event or come to the club. And so shamelessly, they will spam other people. We got that in real life, right? You got so many telemarketers and other people whose job that's under that umbrella. Their job is to call random ass people, whether they're going to be liked or not. A lot of people get cussed out for calling people randomly. And it's like, oh well, I'm getting paid. Have a good day. And I put my Instagram link on there because I want people to go to my Instagram account. I have some things, like little videos to entertain people with. Overall, I'm an entertaining type of person. And I think that's important. And so, when it comes down to this profile, hey, there's Pin X. See the way they teleported in? They teleported in above her head because she sent them a friend invite. Whenever you send someone a friend invite, they will teleport to your location. And then it's their job to move off of your head. You know what I'm saying? To move away from the landing point. Man, there's so much to talk about with Second Life. including this picture. It's my profile picture. Second Life, they'll start you off with, having your birthday out there, a little bit about your account. It says that I'm a resident and payment information used. That lets people know that, hey, you've spent some money on here. I don't know why that's important. I have to look up a video and find out. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got this podcast. I just started the podcast, in the month of March. And I want to have some topics. So, I'm going to have to refer back to this video as I'm editing it, and I can write down all these different things and edit them out of the video that you're going to watch eventually. So, there's so many options that you can have on Second Life to where a person should not get bored. And I try to tell everybody that I come in contact with that they should give Second Life a chance. Especially if they got time on their hands. And so, it's supposed to be one person to every avatar. But let's say I had some friends or some family that was invested into my Second Life. They might be, sitting behind me or next to me as I'm doing shit on here. And, like what do you call it? Backseat driving. Like, go over here, go over there. Say this, say that. Do this, do that. So behind each avatar, you can have, backseat drivers. Passengers that are along for the ride of Second Life. And so, it gets very interesting. It's like, you might not know who you're typing with because there's two ways of communicating, either over a microphone or through typing. But anyway, there's so much to say. But I eventually left her a message, a final message, telling her, telling her that that I had a podcast, and I'm inviting her to be, a guest on there. And if she didn't want to be a guest on there, that we could still keep in touch. And so, she told me, she was like, she had never done that before, but we could still keep in touch. And, it was me telling her that, hey, it's okay, you know what I'm saying, if you don't want to be on the podcast, because it's like, I don't want a person to feel like, they're obligated to do that, you know what I mean? But it's like, we can still keep in touch. And so her profile is like this: I am a work in progress. Proceed with caution. She changed it. That is so cool. She has some other details up here first. That is so cool. That is so cool. I had to read mine and shit. She changed it. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. A quote from Maya Angelou. And she's got her Instagram account. And, she got her check boxes. It's like, most important things is that she's a female and, she's voice verified. Now, it's important to let people know that you can get on the microphone because like I say, for the sexuality part of it, there's a lot of people that will come on as a male or female avatar, but they're sexually something else. And it confuses people when a person acts a certain way but looks a certain way. And so there's a lot of people that have hurt other people's feelings because, or disrespected someone by not telling them what their sexuality was. And so they're like, I got to hear your voice. And it's weird because, quite frankly, that's a whole nother video to go into. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I got some homework to do. And I got some other things to do, period. You know what I mean? So, believe me, there's a lot of different topics to talk about when it comes down to Second Life. And there's a lot of reasons why I'm making this video, like being excited that someone had read my profile. And so, to sum it all up, yes, my avatar and my profile are my tools to strike conversation. Some people, they get upset when people read their profiles, and that's confusing because that's what your profile is there for. Some people put on their profile, I see you, I fuck up my profile, but if you want to know more about me, just ask. And I say it like that because out of all the profiles that say something like that, I'm just summing it up, to make a long story short. So anyway, it would be cool if we had something like this in real life, because look at how many people that you would love to approach, but yet, you might, get nervous because you don't want to say the wrong thing. You know what I mean? So if we had profiles that, it's a whole movie. You know what I mean? It's a straight movie when it comes down to life, real life. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope that I didn't run you off with this video. I have so much to say, and I edited a lot of things out. I might put some of the things in the description box, for topics that, if you read the description, if you want to see videos on these topics, let me know. If you're on Second Life, and you want to talk about these topics, let me know, and we can get on my podcast. Yes, podcast. I want to get that started so much. I already got one video in it, and that was me, like basically, I was talking about something else, but still. Anyway, and there should be 2 videos. So I was decorating my podcast room. So anyway, I feel like running my mouth about something, but still, you have a good day, you have a good night, you have a good morning.